According to The Athletic, there are some teammates who have struggled with the organization's preferential treatment that is afforded to Leonard and George. Andre, are you buying that the Clippers locker room is having friction? And actually, I'll hold because I want to hear from Stephen A. first. We haven't heard from you, Stephen A. Do you buy that?
I'm not going to say that. And the reason why, listen, I'm not going to challenge the report. I'm a firm believer that you have reporters out there, you get it from somewhere. I don't believe guys are just at home writing and making stuff up. Somebody told that reporter that, okay? I'm going to show respect to my industry in that regard. But does that mean it's true? Probably not. I know a lot of guys on the Los Angeles Clippers, from the coaching staff with Doc Rivers and Ty Lue and the crew and Sam Cassell, of course, you know, right on down to the players. Don't know Kawhi, know Paul George for a while, know Patrick Beverly very well, Lou Williams, Harold, all of these boys. They don't have those kind of attitudes. You know that Paul George and Kawhi Leonard are the real deal. You know when healthy, these are elite stars. In Kawhi's case, a bona fide superstar in the game of basketball, not to mention a two-time NBA champion and a two-time NBA Finals MVP, who, by the way, is dealing with legit injuries. He ain't making it up. It's not like, you know what, I want to rest and I don't feel like playing. We know what happened with him in San Antonio before he departed. And so when you take those things into consideration, even when he got traded to Toronto, what did he talk about with them? You know what, I'll be ready for the postseason, but I need to miss some of these regular season games. I need to pace myself. This is what I'm going through. And he ended up averaging 39 minutes a game in the postseason and flat out balled. When you take all of those things into consideration, just knowing the character of the people that I know. Of course, they don't want you babied and pampered. They ain't gonna stomach that, don't get me wrong. But the flip side to it, understanding that Kawhi and Paul George, particularly this year, is gonna get treated just a touch differently than the rest of the crew, I think they understand it. I think they got the intestinal fortitude to deal with it. I think there ain't no boys on the Clippers. They're all men. And if they got a problem, they're going to let you know. And they ain't going to tell the media. They'll walk right to your face, and they'll tell you they have a problem with it. These brothers are made of a different ilk. I'm not going to disrespect them like that by saying, oh, behind their back, oh, we got a problem with Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. I don't believe that about these brothers. I don't believe they made up like that.
When you say no boys on the Clippers, it reminds me of Phil Jackson. Said NBA, no boys allowed. Well, he never played rookies and stuff, right? And Phil Jackson, even if the modern NBA passed him by, in terms of team building, I think he was the best. I mean, when he took over talented teams, they won the championship almost every year or got there. And he talks about the 5 stages of team building. Let me tell you where I think the Clippers are right now. Mm-hmm. The first stage is they don't believe. That they never were in that stage. They won, 40-plus games last year. They got 2 superstars. Then it's the cynical about improving. Like, I don't really believe we can. They're not in that stage either. Then it's, they believe stage 3 is each individual thinks they can achieve greatness individually, but what about helping your teammates, right? Then stage 4 is when you get really, really good teams. They know that they pass the ball, that stuff. Stage 5 is magic, he calls it. They don't even worry about their opponent. Stage 4, it's like, we're better than you. Stage 5 is like, we're not even thinking about you. We're trying to get the. Okay, I think the Clippers are transitioning from stage 3 to stage 4, where they're not, some of them maybe not taking personal responsibility, thinking that they're victims of circumstances, but they're transitioning now. You hear about team meetings and stuff like that, maybe bonding stuff. They're transitioning now to the point where they're going to start to understand to get the best out of themselves. They need to get and so that's where they are. And let me tell you something. This Clippers team in stage 4 is going to win the championship. Don't let them get to stage 5. Don't let this team get to stage 5, particularly if they get a shot blocker at the trade deadline. It's going to be a problem.
I agree with both of you. And what I will say is I know Lou Williams really well, just from playing with him. And I've just watched him throughout his career since he's been moved on to different teams. And I saw something different in him 2 years when he was with the Clippers and he first started filling out his way. He was communicating verbally to his teammates. Told a rookie one time, hey, man, shut up. Go play. Hey, man, get to your spot. I said, whoa. I said, this is I like this Lou. So I've been watching him, from behind the scenes because we're brothers, and I'm saying this is a mature Lou. This is a grown-up Lou. So I don't think that whatever this report is, I think it's kind of blown out of proportion. You know, you might say one day, man, this guy didn't practice yesterday. Or, man, he was, you know, he took my massage spot. And then it might goes into, oh, he's getting special treatment. But what we understood on the Warriors team is, I would say it myself. Hey, Steph, you don't practice today. Clay, don't practice today. Draymond, take my massage spot. Everyone on the team knew it. And that's when you get to stage 4, stage 5. It's like everything's lining up, and we all have an understanding.
You need an Iguodala or two on your team. Who's that guy on the Clippers? You're saying that's Lou Williams?
Guys.
Lou Williams is there. I will give it to him. He hasn't got as far into the playoffs or to the finals, but he has the right mindset that I've seen on the court. Go ahead, Stephen A.
Couple of things. Number one, let's take the coaching staff seriously in terms of not just their coaching ability. One of the greatest assets Doc Rivers has is that he can be a leader of men, and he'll hold you accountable, and brothers respect him profoundly for that. Sam Cassell is a real dude. Ain't no fake or phoniness about a Sam Cassell. Ty Lue is a championship coach and has proven his mettle. Let's pay attention to that. Then let's also look at a guy like Lou Williams. Dre just brought it up. You know what Dre didn't bring up? Lou Williams, perennial 6th man of the year, star off the bench, scoring machine. Do y'all understand that Lou Williams is underpaid by about 18 to 20 million a year? He's making $8 million. $8 million this year, $8 million next year. Lou Williams could easily sign a contract today getting 24, 25 million a year, and nobody will blink. Everyone knows he deserves it. And Montrezl Harrell, that dude, is in the last year of his contract making $6 million a year. These are not brothers that's going to worry about how somebody's being treated. These are brothers that's going to go out there and ball and are about winning. And, oh, by the way, we will reap the benefits. If ever there were guys that had that mentality, is those two along with Patrick Beverley. Let's win and watch what we get as a benefit of it. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.